Good morning.
We're on our way to look at some waterfalls in northwest Wisconsin.
Yeah, up around the Iron County area. Um, Tonight, we don't know where we're going.
Nope.
There's a bunch of waterfalls, and each one has maybe one or two little campsites at them. And we're just going to wander around, look at the waterfalls, and find a campsite for the night, a rough camping.
Yep.
And then tomorrow, we have reservations at, isn't that amazing? We made reservations again.
Yeah.
At Copper Falls State Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made reservations there for 3 nights on an electric site. So in case we want to run the electric heat instead of the propane.
Yeah. So.
And it's a campground that neither of us have been to.
No, I don't believe so.
So we're trying to hit some of the state parks that we haven't been to before, to just finish up the season of camping as much as we can. We're desperately camping as quick as possible in October, not because of the snow coming, but because we have hired a contractor to rebuild half of our roof on our house. And that starts October 20th, which is some of our prime camping weather here between the 20th and the end of the month. And we don't know how long the contractor will be here. So
Nope.
We're doing what we can, right?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
So.
So it's kind of a dark morning this morning with clouds, but it's supposed to clear up later. And we're supposed to have days in the 60s and nights in the 40s.
With sunshine?
With sunshine, which is beautiful for us. And they were predicting some rain maybe on Monday, but now it's gone from the forecast. So maybe we won't have it in the area that we're camping.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we're going to be almost up to Lake Superior on the Wisconsin northwest corner, up near Hurley, Mellon, up in that area is where we're going.
Yep.
So let's head on out.
Alrighty.
Okay. Okay, we're now heading west on 64, and this is such a pretty part of Wisconsin countryside. I've always liked this part of the road. We always went this way to go to my dad's cabin. Now my brother has the cabin. We can go there anytime we want, but I remember driving up to my dad's on this beautiful road through the rolling countryside. Especially when the further north you go, it's heavier with trees and forests. It's kind of nice to see this open rolling countryside. Just love how the hills kind of make little ribbons. It's a little busy on a Saturday morning. See a little more traffic than usual. But a lot of times we're running on the weekdays rather than the weekends. There's some corn still in this field, hasn't been harvested yet. Colorful trees on the right. This weekend we are what are called leaf peepers. We're going to peep at the leaves. That's what they fondly call the tourists that come north to kind of check out the fall colors. Let's see what's over here. Seems to me as we hit this rise, it's awfully beautiful. Oh, look at the undulating fields here that have been already harvested. So a little bit of northern Wisconsin countryside. There's a term used around here called north of 64, meaning once you get north of this highway to the right, because we're heading west right now, once you get north of this highway, it's really where the Northwoods start. So it's fondly referred to as north of 64, and you're going up north. So people head up here and go to their cabins. That's why my dad built his cabin up here. We helped him, little log cabin in the woods. I'll insert a picture here. We helped put this cabin together many years ago, about 1982, 83. And we helped him build it. Now my brother has it after my dad passed away. He fortunately was able to take it on and keep it in the family, which was great. Okay, now we're really getting into the Northwoods. We are now in the Chiquamanon-Nicolet National Forest. And we are heading now on 64 further west after we went through a mountain. And we're going to work our way up towards maybe, I don't know, Rhinelander area maybe, or, well, we'll see how far we go. But we're thinking of stopping and make a little late breakfast, early lunch somewhere along the way. We know in this stretch there's two really nice campgrounds we've enjoyed over the years, Boulder Lake and Boot Lake, but we're not going that way today. We're going further north. But oh, the colors are really looking nice here. Well, look at this. Steve just found a little roadside marker, historical marker, and a military park in the town of Langlade. We're just south of Pickerel on Highway 55. So we found this nice little spot where we can stop and, there's even outhouses, where we can stop and make a late breakfast, early lunch. Oh, this is a water access for the fire department to get water at the river. Whoa, is this bumpy? Yep, there's a river right down there. I think we'll get out and take a little walk around. And dumpsters.
Like the river down there?
Yeah, pretty nice. I'm going to fix my microphone here for a moment. Let me set this down because I had it on my seatbelt. There we go. Okay. So, a little dog, would you like to go outside and see what there is to sniff? Okay. Get out his little flexi leash. Okay, you need to wait. We'll edit this part out with the camera work because I'm trying to use two hands. There we go. Well, you need to wait. Wait. Nick, no. No, you wait. So here, our steps come out automatically. Wait. Okay. Somebody says he needs to get outside and sniff. Our little Nick did his duty for the morning. So, of course, we always pick up and do the honors of Steve's taking care of it to put it away in the dumpsters. Be careful you don't fall in there, goofball. We don't want a wet dog today. Everything smells like fall. Oh, moist and drying grass and decaying vegetation. There goes Steve. Nick says, wait for me. Oh, cleaning up the park. Good job, Steve. Oh, it's a burglar, Nick. It's a lumberjack coming through the woods. My brawny lumberjack man.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Jeez, people, there's garbage cans right over there. Why do you have to stuff your things in the campfire or in the fire grill? People, people, people. I'm sure they had to walk over to the parking lot to their car. Nick, you can't fly with birdies. Yeah, huge white pines. Well, we lived in the Fort Howard district of Green Bay. And we've been to Fort Wilkins up at Copper Harbor, which is way up on the tip of the Keweenaw Peninsula in the UP of Michigan. Well, isn't that nice? So it looks like here is a map of Wisconsin. The military road they're talking about was from down here to Green Bay and to go way up beyond this map into the Keweenaw Peninsula to Copper Harbor. And right now we are right in this area, just south of Pickerel, between Lily and Pickerel, right? Mm-hmm. Right there. So here we'll back up. And we live down here in Oconto. See, and the other 2 times we were camping in the state parks, we were over here at Potawatomi and up here at Peninsula. So it was across the water, but we had to drive all the way around through the loop. So this time we're going here, or we're at here, but we're going way up around this area, almost to Lake Superior. We could take a buzz up and see Lake Superior too. We will see. But that's where we're at. Okay, let's go make some breakfast. What you got on your side?
Some old pictures.
Oh. Some of the historical places around here. Ainsworth and Langlade. Well, we decided to do an early lunch in Woodview Kitchen today at the Wayside. And we have some leftover perch fillets from dinner last night. We went out for a fish fry. We're going to heat these up and make perch sandwiches. Right now I have some mashed potatoes and some acorn squash heating up in the microwave. And we have the generator running. And up front, Mr. Stevio is taking care of our dirty windshield. So it'll be nicer for me to film the next segment of video. So let's see how this stuff is warming up here. We'll get out some hot pads. Some mashed potatoes. And here we have half of an acorn squash. Ooh, that's a little hot. Now we'll warm up a couple of these perch fries. They are much better warmed up in the air fryer, but we won't complain. I have a little bit of tartar sauce here left over. And we brought some extra just in case. I think this will be enough for a perch sandwich. We don't often do restaurant food, but there was a favorite little restaurant in O'Connell Falls that has really good fish fry. So we went out last night, but they give such huge portions, we had leftovers. I didn't have the mic on. So I made up Steve's already. Here's mine. Perch fillet sandwich. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. There we go. And I'm going to scoop up the rest of these mashed potatoes from last night. There we are. And Steve does not care for squash, but I do. Here, let me get that off. I had baked this up in the air fryer the day before, and so these are leftovers. Looks like we're going to have leftovers again for another meal. That's quite a bit of squash. Okay, well, we are going to enjoy our lunch of mostly leftovers, and we'll see you back on the road. We're now coming into Hurley, Wisconsin, and we are skirting right along the border of Michigan, the Upper Peninsula, alongside of us. Testing. There. Oh, yeah, it is working. We've been to Hurley before. They have an old, huge school building here that's been made into a museum. And on the lower floor is a weaving group. And we went and toured all of their looms and visited with the ladies over there. And the second floor is a museum. It was a really nice place to visit. We enjoyed looking at all the old looms, but also upstairs was a lot of history of the area with the mining and the logging. Okay, we're going to go up here and just follow along with our road till we see US 2. So you're going to go straight here yet, Steve. Looks like they got a little road construction going on here. Cute little main street. Now we're a little squeezed tight for space here. Kind of busy for a Saturday afternoon. So just over the border here into Michigan on the right is the town of Ironwood. And that's the town where my big old barn loom originally came from. It was built in the town by a craftsman to the specifics designed and written out by the owner. I have all the history about her in this big old barn loom. She had come here from Finland with, I think, 2 children by that time, and she was a weaver. And she wanted a loom built. Her name was Sanna Salamaki Kangas. And the loom came from Ironwood, Michigan. Just a little bit of trivia here for my own notes. Okay, we're going to come up here and join US 2, which comes out of Ironwood into Wisconsin here at Hurley. Well, here it looks like their road construction's all done. Okay, we are now joining US 2, heading west. And we've stopped before at this rest area, but we don't need it today. Left turn. A little roundabout here now. Yeah, it wasn't like that before when we were here. It was just a left turn. So I guess we got to go around the roundabout. So right over that bridge there is Michigan. And here's our welcome sign for Wisconsin. We always watched for those signs when we were kids and we would travel to Wisconsin. Grew up in the UP of Michigan. It was a pretty big deal to see the sign for Wisconsin. Heading back home. Okay, now we're gonna head west for a little while on US 2 for about 15 miles. Then we're gonna hang south on 169. And we're going to a little town called Gurnee. And that's where Potato Falls are. So we're gonna go to Potato Falls. There's a couple campsites, I think 5 campsites at Potato Falls. They're free, first come, first serve. See if we can get one of them. If not, we'll look for someplace else. But that's our goal for the night. See what happens. Yep, out there through them trees is Lake Superior. Let's see if we get a little more opening. Yep, way out there. The big Gitchy Goomy. Well, we're going to be turning south now, heading towards the waterfalls. Oh, this is pretty. So let's see, I think these are people who are here to view the falls. Let's see what we've got. Campground might be to the left. see a picnic table and a fire ring. Okay, there's one camper in here with a tent. Looks like there's an open campsite, Steve. I think we got lucky. I will turn that down. Okay, campsite number 2 is open.
Walk the rest of the way, or you
Yeah,
wanna
I
drive?
suppose if you want to just pull in like this, because it looks like it could be a pull through. And maybe we'll walk down. Good idea. That way we don't lose this one.
I'm off.
Okay, I gotta put on some shoes. Okay, this will most likely be our site, but we're gonna walk down and check out the other few sites too. But this is not bad.
Okay.
A little pull through. Some gorgeous sunshine. Get to rustle through the leaves. Nothing wrong with that. Nick says, let's go explore.
Smells good with the leaves.
Oh,
The
yeah.
dying leaves smell good.
Gorgeous. We mic'd up Steve now. Before, when he was driving, we took his mic off. So this campsite is occupied by just a parked car, nothing else. Ooh, this one's pretty nice too. Looks like this one's number 4. Here we might have a better chance with our Starlink.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one might be nicer. And I wonder where number 5 is. Does this one have a sign on it? I don't see number 4.
Evidently that goes back. I'm guessing.
Well, I'm thinking this site up here is nicer. There might be another one down there. A little bit of garbage in the fire pit, not bad.
Should we walk down that way or no?
You can.
Come on, Nick. Come on. Come on. Come on. Somebody's got his brakes on.
You put on your brakes, Nick. Oh, you can't get more than 25 feet away from me, huh? Well, I'll stay here and hold this while you walk down there. How's that?
Okay.
What do you think of this campsite, Nicky Doodle? Nicky Doodle Strudel Poodle. Looks like we have a little path here through the woods. Another one that way. Maybe they're more of a game trail. Well, this looks pretty nice. That's a pretty big oak tree. I'm thinking, I don't have my phone with me with the compass on it, but I'm thinking about this as north, considering the shadows I have here. So I think we will get a Starlink signal if we want internet. There was no cell signal over here. Somebody is very intent on his sniffing. Must be something good here. Must be another doggy, huh, Nick? Well, this is pretty good for me for rustic camping. Nice and quiet in the woods. Lost Steve. My lumberjack is gone. Even his microphone's out of range, I believe. Wow, is this beautiful? It's in the mid to high 60s, I think, around there, the temperature. Here, we can do a little bit of this. Let's see. Tilt it a little, extend it a little. I have a different selfie stick now. This is one with a battery in it that helps keep my camera going, so I don't have to change my little batteries as often. So it's built right into the stick. It's a power stick. At the end, I added this little tripod that extends out so I can stand it up if I need to.
Yeah, there's another one down there that wasn't
Close
too
it
bad.
back up now. There we go. Okay, here comes my lumberjack through the woods. Oh, and he's bringing back firewood. What a guy. What a guy. So what do you think? Is that one any better?
Yeah, that one's a pretty nice one.
Yeah, but what's the clearance to the north?
It seemed, which way is north?
That way.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. We could park here. This comes up a little bit, looks like, but that's all right.
Well, if you pull in like this.
Yeah.
I think this is pretty good, unless you think that one's more level. What's your consensus? This is beautiful as far as I'm concerned, but if you think that one's better?
No, I wouldn't say it's better. But
you might or you won't?
I won't.
Oh, well, then you just want to come up here?
Sure. Just kind of pulling this way? All right.
Well, Nick, he brought us back some firewood. What about that? Hey, Nick, what are we going to do with that hunk of firewood? Wow, this is pretty nice. So there goes Steve off through the woods. Here, we'll set this down. Right, like so. And Nick and I will take a little walk. Come on, boy. Hey, Nicky Doodle, come, 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 come. You wanna run? Run? Run off some of that energy? Yeah, come on. Okay, come on. Woof. Leash out of the mouth. Okay, come on. Let's go. Run, 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 run. Where you going? Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Okay, I'll come on this way. Oh boy, are you a happy dog? Are you a happy dog? Yes, you are. Okay, here comes Steve. Okay, now we're gonna have to go do some leveling. If you hand me my phone, please. there. And let's first just kind of check for level, and if it is a good level spot, maybe we could pull ahead and get the trailer backed in and then come right back to this same spot.
Okay.
Let's see. LevelMatePRO. Found. Connecting. It is almost, let's see, well, not almost perfect. The back is down a little bit. So should we just kind of get the trailer off the road and come back to this same spot? Okay, first he's going to straighten out the trailer. And now he'll back up. Okay, I'll stand still.
You gonna stand still, Nick?
That way I can watch the level. Hey. Pretty good. Good enough.
Okay.
Okay. Turn off the LevelMatePRO, please.
That's off.
Okay. Want to do slides?
Yeah, I suppose we can do that.
Well, it's a beautiful but windy Sunday morning. We're going to go for a little walk.
Okay.
Finally have some sunshine. It was raindrops on and off all morning. But we are going to see what we can see today. Somebody came and camped down there on site number 5. We're on number 4. We saw some bike riders go back this way on bicycles. Not sure where it goes. I know this is a ledge down to the river back there. And Nick is here to do some sniffing. Morning, Steve.
Morning.
noticed when we were looking on the Google Maps, there are rows and rows of pine trees in one section here. That's a tree plantation. That was the word I was looking for yesterday on the video when I was talking about tree farm. It's also called a tree plantation. And then they come in and log them down after they reach a certain height. The reason why they're planted so close together is so they have less branches, which is less knots in the wood when they go to mill them up. It's like, here's a little spot. Kind of sandy soil here, which is where a lot of pines grow. We're up on a little ledge. Well, it looks like this just came out to a wide open camp spot with a fire pit here. And it looks like there might be a little lane here that goes out to the main road. So Steve's walking down that way, see if it goes anywhere closer to the water. Otherwise, I think we'll just go back to the campsite, and from there we go further in the other direction to the waterfalls. What a beautiful morning for a walk.
It's just a cliff, looks like. I don't see any water or anything.
Oh, okay, a ridge.
Ridge, yeah.
Okay, then we'll walk back. Nick says he's gonna walk back. He knows the way. What a happy boy.
Yeah.
These ferns haven't curled up yet, but they're just starting to get brown on the edges. Fall is definitely in the air. And like I say so many times, I love the smell. Oh my goodness, this is apple cider with a cinnamon stick, walking in the leaves, crunching them. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, I think so. I think that sounds pretty appropriate.
We do have apple cider and mulling spices and cinnamon. Perfect thing for an October afternoon. We can't get on our campsite over at Copper Falls until 3 p.m. We've got to wait a little bit.
found some friends. Look at this. They always know when they see another Sheltie.
So we have Stella is the older one, and then Faye is the younger.
Stella or Stella?
Stella.
Stella and Faye.
Yep.
Oh, and this is Nicholas, as in Saint Nicholas.
Oh.
Okay, here's the path to the upper falls. And in chatting with those folks, they said the upper falls have less steps than going to the lower falls. "131 steps. Oh my goodness.
In the middle there.
Well, that's good to do.
131. I don't know about this.
Well, there's
Nice because they're not